The phrase art for art's sake condenses the notion that art has its own value and should be judged apart from any themes, whether that be religion, politics, or history. This phrase has ancient roots, but first emerged as a rallying cry in 19th century French literary circles. Art for art's sake, or as the French said, l'art pour l'art, subsequently became central to the British aesthetic movement. In part, this was a reflex from the Romantic movement's desire to detach art from the period's increasing stress on rationalism. James Whistler was one of the first to use these ideas in practice. Here, color and mood were crucial to his art, his paintings often bordering on abstraction, and his titles emphasized formal qualities over and above the ostensible subject of the picture. Duchamp's Fountain was the 20th century's most powerful attack on the notion that art can be judged separate from other spheres of life. Duchamp did not create this work. He chose it by purchasing a urinal and signing it with a pseudonym. Fountain's supporters did employ a version of art for art's sake to defend the object, arguing that Duchamp's choice imbued it with a special significance. This led to its eligibility for consideration as art in the 1917 Society for Independent Artists members exhibit. However, it did eventually get rejected. In the 20th century, art for art's sake attracted more consistent opposition from a series of avant-gardes who reacted against the perceived insularity of abstract art, and sought instead to reconnect art and life. Duchamp's attack on art for art's sake has perhaps been the most influential of the past century, and very few now believe that art does exist in a separate sphere from life's other concerns. Art for art's sake was diminished by the time Jackson Pollock created this first strip painting. The doctrine surrounding this saying was a way for art critics to speak of the value of abstract art against a world increasingly full of conventional, representational images. Pollock's strip paintings have been interpreted in numerous ways, some seeing them as inventing a new abstract language for the unconscious, others suggesting that they evoke the night sky, or in this case, the depths of the ocean. Clement Greenberg, a famous art critic and lover of Pollock's work, also believed that formal analysis held the key to making judgments about quality in art, and discussion of all other matters like theme and subject matter was irrelevant. Today, this phrase is deployed more loosely and casually. It's sometimes put to very different ends, either to defend the right for free expression, or to appeal for art to uphold to tradition and avoid causing offense. If this topic interests you, theartstory.org is a treasury of analyses of artworks, artists, and movements just like this one. See you there!